Did you see my team?
I saw your team get beat. Geno Smith beat Russell Wilson. Did you see my team make a comeback and we won by 1 point, beating Atlanta?
I did. But I give
Don't
my
call
team.
it a comeback because I've been here for years. Don't sleep on the Saints this year. We coming for you. Who
I
that?
by week 3.
Do y'all even have a slogan? A chant, a slogan, or like what do the Broncos say?
Orange Crush.
Giddy up, cowboy.
I
I've
don't.
never heard. I've only heard you say Orange Crush, but do they actually have a slogan?
I guess I better research that one. That would be really helpful.
Slogan, no wins.
No slogan, no wins.
No hype. Well, this was a big historical week for some that care. Well, that would be insensitive. The Queen died. The Queen passed away.
So sad.
It is sad.
But she lived a very long life.
She lived and she reigned for many, many years and lost ruling over multiple countries over her tenure.
Why would you highlight her failures at the time of her death?
Well, those countries got away from her because of the colonization and all that great stuff. So they didn't want to be under her ruling anymore. They wanted freedom. I'm just saying. Princess Diana had way more flowers than she had, and she was the queen.
Again, why are we talking about?
Oh, did you see the king pitch a fit when his little pen didn't work? And he wrote the wrong date. He wrote 9/12, and then he was supposed to write 9/13. And she goes, "It's 9/13, Camilla." And he goes, "Oh, darn it! I wrote the wrong date on all the other papers. I wrote 9/12." Then he got the ink that smeared on his finger. He's like, "I hate those bloody pens."
They are probably annoying, especially in 2022 when you have pens that you can just hit and sign. Oh, you can have a Mont Blanc. You can get a Cartier. There's all kinds of special pens that you can sign your autograph.
Or you can simply get the best pen around, and it's a Sharpie S gel.
Anyway, God rest the Queen.
Love for Sharpie.
Yes. I think this is a week that our mother passed, so I think it's a little bit touching for me to watch them go through the loss of their mother. Even though she was a queen, she was still a mother.
True. They call her Mummy, or was it Mama? He called her Mama.
Mama?
Mama.
When are you going to work on that accent of yours?
I will never have that accent. I have a cross between a Southern, a California, Northern,
and Ebonics. It's a cross.
My dialect mirrors the environment I was raised in. Thank you. I'm not fake.
I think, do I have pink eye? Does my eye look red to you?
You have dry eye.
No, I think it's pink. Is that pink eye? Do I have COVID?
Here we go.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, please share our show with some other friends that may be interested in getting a little bit of warm tickle in their belly from a quick little laugh, or even maybe a little ounce of advice, because it's about all we get in on most of our show.
I hope it ain't tickling folks' bellies.
Huh?
I hope it ain't no little tickle in their belly.
Why?
I hope it's a soreness on their side from cracking up, not a tickle in the belly. Do I look like fucking Winnie the Pooh? Speaking of the Queen and her death, right? There's all these, unpopular opinions about how people felt about her, but we have quite a few unpopular opinions we would love to share with you guys. And I'm going to kick off the first one, which is mayo and fries are better than ketchup and fries.
Which I bet they do it out there in London. I wonder if that's an English thing. What?
They don't really eat fattening foods. I don't see them piling mayonnaise on some fries.
I'm going to Google it and find out. But anyway, I'd love to dip my fries in mayo. So delicious.
I only dip it in mayo if the mayo is mixed with hot sauce.
Fries and mayo originated.
Fries. fries go with that shape. It don't go with mayo. Don't go with
Wait,
mayo.
I'm going to give you a little history on that unpopular opinion of dipping your fries in mayo. A lot of people don't like, hey, do you like Miracle Whip?
Heck no, that's not mayo.
That's
That's salad dressing.
that's what?
Dressing. Was it
Oh,
Miss Shirley? Was it Miss Shirley that used to put
Utah, the
um
United States, Utah. That's where it originated. That's where people started doing. Where did fries with mayo come from? And it's actually Belgian sauce. Is a fast food classic in Belgium, often eaten without any side orders.
wait, was it Miss Shirley used to put Miracle Whip in the salad so it's with salad dressing? I can't remember who did that.
No, that was Grandmother Withers.
Oh, yes. No, I do not like Miracle Whip unless I used to like it on white bread with mayonnaise. I mean with ham. White bread like doughy with the ham and it gave it a little kick, but no, I'm not a Miracle Whip girl.
Me neither. But it
And
is.
if somebody buy Miracle Whip and I accidentally think it's mayonnaise and I put it on something, I'm gonna be hot as fish grease.
What's the other one? Sandwich spread.
Sandwich spread. Oh, I forgot about sandwich spread,
Do you
which
like?
was really Thousand Island, wasn't it?
I like the worst hair day, huh?
Was sandwich spread really Thousand Island?
No, it was a little bit of mayo with some sweet relish, and something else.
Oh, whatever.
It did have it kind of reminded you of, you said Thousand Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of Thousand Island, but I think it had a different like
Oh,
taste.
them animal style fries are good though at In and Out. I like
The
me some
what?
animal style fries. Animal style fries. Okay, let me ask you this. You do you believe in the theory that you can only have one baby shower despite the number of kids? You can only have one baby shower.
Yeah, I think like your first baby, you can have 5, 6, 7 baby showers with your first baby. But when you have a second baby, you should be recycling some of those gifts if you have them
Well,
close
like
enough.
my kids are 5 years apart, so I had two different showers.
And
One
mine
was
are,
bigger. The first one was bigger than the other, but I had two, and I had a boy and a girl, so I needed girl stuff.
well, I had two as well. I also had two myself, but one was like super small with just like family and stuff. I don't think you need two big ass showers for each baby.
No, but now it's so crazy because they don't just have baby showers; they got gender reveal parties. Then there's a baby shower. Then there's a sit and see, or is it sip and see? Sip and see or sit and see? If
Oh,
it was
look,
me, it
look.
would be
If
a
it's a
sip
sip
and
and
see.
see, I'm there. Look, sip.
Sip and see. Have you been to a sip and see?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what a
Never,
sip and see is?
never heard of it ever. Never heard of it.
So it's where you actually have the child and you invite people over and they can sit and see the baby. But at mine, it would be you can sip and see the baby. Just
So
don't drink.
how many weeks does the baby have to be, or months?
The ding dong ate your baby. I think it has to be, I'm sure it's after 6 weeks. I don't think you want to go before 6 weeks. Or is that old school? Remember, you have to wait 6 weeks to see a baby
I think
or to
that's
take the
old.
baby
I
out?
think I don't know if that's an old wise tale. If it's just like be careful because they're immune. I don't know. I don't know. I've been told so many things like cover the top of their head because the scalp is still open and they're susceptible to catching disease. Put socks on their feet. Uh, what else?
I don't know because I kept my babies bundled up. My mom used to get so pissed and strip them down as soon as I got to her house and took their socks off and everything because my babies would be sweating because I didn't want them to catch anything.
You talking about your bubble babies?
My bubble babies. What about your snot babies running around with snotty noses all
That's
the time?
okay.
Never
Not
got the
neither
snot.
one of them has caught COVID yet. Not
Yeah,
one. Has your
it was
kids
not.
caught COVID? Have has any?
One of
Has your,
them, one of them claims he's caught it like 8 times. I don't
my
know.
kids have
He
not
should
caught
be in
COVID.
the Guinness Book of World Records for
Right.
the amount of times he's caught
Bubble
it.
babies. They did not have the opportunity to build their immune system. Anyway, they were
My
poor
daughter
kids were
hasn't caught.
sweating.
My
She would
daughter
have the
hasn't caught COVID.
heater. You would have the heater in the car on and have them bundled up in those like winter onesies that rolled all the way up. And it just, I'm like, oh my God. Every time she would like turn her head, I just
My
cracked the
son,
window for the baby. That's why
my
we have
son
such a
had
close bond, me and the
my son
kids.
had a weak immune system, so I had to keep him bundled up because he kept ear infections and allergies and everything else. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway, um,
When you drink pickle juice as juice,
if you have a cramp in your leg, a muscle spasm, if you accidentally take 2 blood pressure pills,
What does that
That is
do?
not
Oh,
advice. That is trial and error.
what?
If I forgot that I took the blood pressure pill and I doubled down on it and I felt like my blood pressure was too low, I would drink pickle juice for the salt to get it back up.
Now,
Balance it
if
out.
I have cramps, I do it. I've done pickleback shot. Is it pickleback? Pickle shots?
I think it's,
Shot.
I don't know if it's pickle back or pickle shots, but it's a alcohol with
I
pickle
think it's called
juice
a
in it.
pickleback. I think it's called a pickleback, but I like me some pickle juice. I won't sit there and drink it like it's a Coca-Cola or something like that. But yeah, if I have a cramp in my foot or
Pickle
something,
back leads to bareback. Don't do it.
pickleback leads to bareback where you'll actually see a pickle. And I don't know if it's dill or sweet.
I don't want sweet pickle. Anyway, but I wonder if pickle juice is good with cold pizza. That is another unpopular opinion.
No, cold pizza's not good. Not only is it not good, cold pizza causes
Oh,
diarrhea.
cold pizza does not cause diarrhea. Cold pizza is delicious. Nothing like a cold piece of dough.
It's a cold cheese
I don't know. It's good
on
to
cold bread with cold marinara sauce. Of course, a Bronco fan would. No, I need to heat my pizza up. Flowers as a gift. Is that
save your
overrated?
money. Save your money.
You said I sent you flowers and you were just so like, oh my God, my sister sent me
That
flowers.
was very nice and touching, and it was super sweet. Super sweet. Yeah, but keep your money.
Well, I give my daughter a $20 allowance every week to buy fresh flowers for her.
But that's different to go to the market and go buy flowers for yourself or for your home. That's you doing something like great for yourself and add a little color, a little life to your environment. But if somebody sends it, don't spend the money on it.
No, I'd rather a bottle of something or
Oh,
like
I
a
got it.
pretty bottle.
Oh no. Wait, wrap some flowers around some interstate or some Grey Goose.
Yes.
Casamigas. Casa
Yes.
amigos? Casa Miguels? Casa
Casamigos.
Oh, what's the word we learned today? The
Uh,
Spanish word.
uh, decrescendo. Decrescendo.
That's not fucking Spanish. That's a regular
Oh,
word.
we learned ayer, which is
Aid.
to go. But there's various ways to say ayer. So what we do is we pick a Spanish word for the day and we pick an English word for the day to learn to enhance our vocabulary so we can keep learning. So our English word was decrescendo, or whatever, which means to lower the noise of music or whatever. And then the other was ayer, which is to go. What? You thinking about how to get you some pickle juice and some cold pizza?
And say aid.
Marriage is an institution like a prison. I disagree. It depends. If you're feeling like your marriage has you feeling like you're in an institutional prison, I think it's best you get out. Get out of that marriage. That's not a good. That's not a good feeling, and it should not feel that way. Marriage should be an institution of companionship, friendship, partnership.
Accountability, a checkbox, a check-in, a validate.
It depends on who you marry to. Oh, you must have had a bad marriage.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's not even. I don't have. This is like observation from everybody. It's a courtesy to check in. It's a courtesy to say what you're doing. It's a courtesy to ask if you're hungry.
But
It's a
you
courtesy
check
to
in with
wash your
me every
clothes.
5 minutes. You do that with me every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're in prison with me?
Hmm. But it's a
Oh,
good
wow.
prison. Marriage is
Let's
probably
see.
a good prison. It's probably a prison people want to be in. I'm saying it's a prison. It is a
Well, I
freaking
know one thing.
called an institution of marriage.
If marriage can't buy you happiness, I know one thing that can.
What?
Money, 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 honey. Money, 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 money. Money can indeed buy you happiness.
Bands to make you dance. Bands to make you
Dance make
dance.
you dance. Dance make you dance. Not having money can make you very sad because you don't have the money to pay your bills.
Is that what you call?
Having money is a relief of stress.
I must say, It feels
allows
really
you to
good to
enjoy the
walk
finer
into
things in
a
life.
store and get whatever you want. So I would have
Yeah.
to agree with you. Money does buy
Feels good to
happiness.
buy a plane ticket to fly where you want. Feels good to,
And
yeah.
when people are sad, what do? They go.
Can't buy me love. Yes, you can. A lot of people get buying love out there every day. Just pull up the gram. You see it every day.
Speaking of love, when someone is sending you a text message, don't you prefer one big text? Or do you want them to talk to you in tiny little sentences all the way
So
down
I
the
text like I
telephone?
talk. Like if I say a sentence, I hit send with the period.
Because your
Or
brain can't process past that sentence? Is that why? I
no,
mean,
it's just I'm just talking like I'm typing like I'm talking.
oh, so you're like, girl, I went to the store today, Andrew. And I found some
Yeah,
shoes
because
down
you
there.
usually pause for a response or pause for a reaction. You don't just keep talking. People, narcissists and selfish people just talk, talk, talk,
Well,
talk,
I
talk.
think the 20,000 text messages are selfish. What if somebody's in a
Can
meeting,
be
their
annoying. If
phone's
you're in
going
a
ping,
meeting,
ping, 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 ping.
if
Bzz, bzz,
your
like
phone's on loud, if
one.
your phone's on loud while you're in a meeting and you hear bing, 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 bing from somebody texting you, you need to be annoyed because you're an
First of
idiot.
all, I'm not saying that it's on loud ping ping. I'm saying it's like, zzz, or even it's on silent. It's distracting. Literally, like get to the point. No in betweens. What?
I
Why are
agree.
you texting? What are you texting for? Get to the point so we can have a meaningful, direct conversation. All
So
that
what about
other personal
calling? What about
communication can
calling?
happen in person.
What about calling somebody back to back instead of getting it out on one phone call? What's the need to keep calling?
I don't know. What's the need to put people on hold for like 5 hours? I don't know. It's like so
Well,
many
if you're
different tactics
again,
with cell
if
phone
you're
use and
saying somebody
courtesy.
puts you on hold and you sit there for 5 hours, you're an idiot. So you just confirmed two idiotic
Well, I think
things.
the polite thing would be to say, "I'm sorry, this call's going to take longer than I expected. Is it okay if I return your call?"
Well, you don't know. If you say, "Hold on, I got to get this," let me hold on. Let me see. You don't know how long that call's gonna take.
Is it the God calling?
But guess what you can do? You can hang up and they can call you back. Ding, ding, ding.
And so, as you can tell, our conversations brings up another unpopular opinion of how I have to manage her, and that's like drinking anytime in the morning.
Why do
Literally,
you have to manage me with that?
it's good for the soul.
I didn't. What do you mean manage
No,
me? I
it's good
didn't.
for the
I don't
soul.
disagree with
Like
that.
if it's
I don't
like 10
disagree with
o'clock
that.
and I've already talked to you like the 24th time and you've put me on hold for like the 25th time, usually you just start drinking.
Yeah. Well, they didn't make Bloody Marys, mimosas. What's the new one? It's some sort of P. Screwdrivers.
Prosecco?
All of those are
Prosecco?
morning drinks.
Prosecco?
No, no, prosecco is what you put in a mimosa. It's called polymera, or some kind of drink.
Kind of. Did you hear that in New York?
It has vodka and
Is that a
like
new
it has
drink you learned in New York? Because I don't know nothing about it. So you went somewhere I didn't go and they had that because you and I drink together.
whatever. Um,
I think,
Speaking of drinking in the morning, I prefer my drinks rather than breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person, so
me too.
breakfast is, to me is an overrated meal.
My favorite coffee on the whole planet of the earth is McDonald's. They have the
McDonald's,
best
yes.
freaking coffee.
Some
It's
people say,
amazing.
"Oh my God, you're drinking gasoline." They'd rather go pay $6 for Starbucks. That's not coffee.
That's not
That's a
coffee.
flavored. That's a flavored.
No,
That
Pike Place is a coffee. Pike Place
no Pike
Veranda.
Place is Pike
Is it
Place is, but
Veranda?
the lattes and stuff is not really coffee.
Mm.
While you're
Anyway,
drinking your coffee, though, one thing you should not do is talk about your sex life because your previous sex life is your business.
nobody wants to know that you got humped last night, and
I
nobody
don't
wants
think
to know how
it
many
can't
people you
spread.
humped.
If it can't spread, it doesn't need to shed. Keep that skin tight. Don't be a snake. We don't need to know. Leave it to yourself.
Did you just make that up?
You don't just get that rhyme. If it can't spread, it don't need to
Bar.
spread.
Oh God! Please don't change your profession. I promise. Don't do it.
Is love is not a choice, or is it?
No, I don't think. I don't think you. I think. Um, no, I think you can choose who and how you want to love somebody. Especially the older you get more control over your mind. and your emotions, you definitely can pick and choose who to love. I mean, there's situations where you get into it, you like, I just can't afford to give you that love because it, you know, I
I
think
went to church last weekend, and the pastor had the best message. He was talking about guarding your heart. And right there, what he meant was you don't let just anybody come in here. Use your mind to determine who you let into your life. So, with that being said, love is a choice. When
preach
love
it,
is
girl,
not a
preach
choice, that's how you get these
it.
fools
What?
coming in and out your life.
Huh?
What you over there thinking about dry humping?
Dry humping is underrated. Underrated.
Why is it underrated? It's overrated.
It's underrated. Why do you think it's overrated?
What do you foresee that you look at that as foreplay? Who dry humps?
Depends how it. I'm not. It
Were
depends
you a
how.
fucking camel?
I'm saying it's under. I'm not going into the depths of it, but I'm saying it's not. It's not
Are
definitely
you
not
dry?
overrated.
Are you
It's
dry
another
humping?
way or
Are you
another
dry humping
source.
at 50? Or are you dry humping at 50?
I think a lot of people gonna dry hump after 50 because they're gonna be
Yeah.
dry from menopause.
What about PDA in public? To me, it's kind of gross. I don't want to see two people coming. Here you go with the Annabella and Britney music. What is the point of
Please
that?
keep your tongue in your mouth. Don't nobody want to see you macking up with your homie at all.
Mm-mm. No,
Ugh.
I don't. I don't want to see you licking somebody's ear, whispering sweet nothings through your nostril.
Think
I,
I
I can't. I can't. I can't
pop
do
in
it.
here. It's kicking
I
in.
can't. I can't do it. Not only do I not want to see PDA in public,
I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
see
see.
everything you bought.
I don't. I don't care. I really
I'm
don't care.
happy for you, and when you wear it and you rocking it, I see you. I
Now, if
see
you're posting
you.
stuff to sell, that's different because that means you're a hustler. But I don't want to see what you buy.
I don't want to
I
see you
really don't.
standing in front of the store holding your bags.
I don't want to see a gift package with the stuff what you got on your birthday. Who gives a rat's ass?
I don't. Especially in the time when inflation is at its most highest point, people are having so many issues just
I
affording
think
to
it's a sign
live.
of insecurity. I think it's a sign of insecurity. It's like you're looking for validation. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
I bought this. I want everybody to, oh, nice gift, whatever, because I need validation because I'm insecure. That's just my personal
Now,
opinion.
there's
Please
been
don't get
gifts that I've
offended.
received, and I'm
Anybody
like,
that
bitch, guess what I got? Or, ooh, girl.
anybody that gets offended by that, my apologies. This is all unpopular opinions, right? But it's my opinion, and I don't want to see what you buy.
And this
Very
show
simple.
is all about sharing our opinions.
If you want to show us what you have, take a picture, post it, and we can see. But I don't need to know that you just bought it or received it as a gift. And I do feel Disneyland is overrated. It's extremely expensive. It's
Crowd,
very crowded. And experience the entire park because unless you catch it on an empty day
which is never an empty day because they fill it to capacity for a reason.
to make that money, honey.
Oh, did you yawn right now?
Because
For
the more
every
buy,
yawn that you
happy
do,
more.
I want $10. Literally, I would have literally $100 if for every
Literally,
time you
are
yawned
you
on the
Jackson
show.
now? Literally, Jackson.
Literally, we've uploaded 40 shows, and of the 40 shows, you've yawned 39 of them.
Now, some
The
people
only
may say,
wait, the only show you didn't yawn in is the lotion one because you weren't in it. What?
some people may say posting everything about your kids is annoying, but I do that because I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
Oh, my little baby
you
buds.
can be proud of them.
Go off and fly away to the overrated Disneyland. Anyway,
I say big asses are overrated.
well, the Kardashians are getting rid of theirs. Have you seen them lately?
No,
Skinny as a beanpole.
they're not getting rid of their asses. They're just losing weight all the way around.
But their asses are going away too. It's not as big as it was. It's like more flat and
This who?
wide.
Did you just see her cover on the doggone interview? Is it Interview magazine?
I was photoshopped.
That was her butt hanging out of the jeans.
Oh yeah. Well, if I did my pants like that, my butt would look like hers too.
Your butt would never. I'm sorry, never. Your butt would never.
Stop with the Annabella music.
If you have any unpopular opinions you'd like to share with us, put it on our Instagram page or you can add it in the comments. Again, thanks for subscribing. Make sure that you share our show. And if you have any topics you'd like for us to discuss, please feel free to add them in the comments as well.
Yes, and you can share that one unpopular opinion is this goddamn shit. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. You're a good producer. I'm sorry. Keep it rolling. Yay. What the hell is that?
Pumpkin pie should never have been created.
Oh, that's not a pie. That's a pumpkin and crust. It's sweet potato, baby. Sweet potato pie is the way to go. I don't want no pie. It ain't no pie. Literally,
Are you still talking? Shut up.